Hey, my people of the planet, I am D Venom, and welcome to my particular YouTube platform. If you guys are new to my platform here, please click subscribe, like, comment, and or share my videos if they may resonate with you and possibly someone you may know. And also, thank you to my newest followers whom decided to follow me. I really do appreciate your energy, and I could use some good energies right now, considering I'm a tinge low vibrational at this moment. But I may do an ASMR video or something of that particular nature to increase my vibrations. Anyway, I created a video a while back and foreshadowed the fact that I was under the influence of methamphetamine when I was invited to my ex-roommate's mom's house. It's up to you guys to watch the content in order to know what I'm talking about. But I was invited to my ex-roommate's mother's house for a gathering, and I was well under the influence of methamphetamine. Now, I should have stayed at home, something I did mention while I was at the mom's house. It wasn't to be rude or anything, but I knew that I was under the influence and I should have stayed at home and just remained in my own element. But I felt a tinge obligated to go because my ex-roommate had invited me to several functions and or events, and I just failed to go for whatever reason. It had nothing to do with my ex-roommate. I just failed to go. So I felt a tinge obligated because, I was asked several times if I wanted to go, and I just said yes. Anyway, long story short, when I got there, not automatically, but shortly thereafter, I started showing signs of being under the influence of something. I was a little nervous to sit down, considering this person has very nice things in their home. So, I was just nervous to sit down. So, I finally sat down and we were watching a TV show. I stopped watching TV years ago, so I didn't know anything about the TV show. And I was given the premise of the show, and I remember that completing, and we were asked to come into, I think, the living room area, because we were in the garage area watching the television show. So we moved from there and went into the living room area to play a board game. I don't know the last time that I played a board game anywhere, because I'm not really into board games like that. And this is no disrespect towards the mother or anything like that. They were just trying to have fun, and I understand that. Anyway, I did not understand the board game, and I tried to learn it. But me being ADHD, sometimes it's a little hard to soak the information in and get what people are, trying to explain. So I pushed that energy off on them as if they were making me feel a particular way about my own self because I wasn't getting the game. And I started to feel attacked verbally by individuals within the house, because it was basically a family affair, pretty much. It was my ex-roommate's mother. It was another family member of my ex-roommate that was there. It was my ex-roommate's partner and myself, I am, I guess you could say, cool with the family because of my friendship with my ex-roommate's cousin. But I don't know how all of that is playing out now, considering the fact that I was pretty much ignored by my ex-roommate's mother today when I tried reaching out to apologize for my actions on that night. And they failed to reply back to my text message, and they also failed to answer my phone call when I tried to. I'm sorry if I'm not paying you guys any attention. I'm just, my mind is just all over the place right now. But anyway, they failed to answer my phone call. So that just let me know right there that they don't want to be bothered with me and my behaviors and whatever else the case may be. And that's fine. Methamphetamine ruined a relationship or relationships, because my ex-roommate has been acting a little, I don't know, a little distant and whatever the case may be, themselves. Now, they did tell me that they missed me via text message today, because I reached out to them and told them that I was figuring out bills and whatever the case may be, and I was going to give my ex-roommate's mother some money. I didn't break anything or nothing like that. I, slammed some cards on the table because I was frustrated at the fact that I was feeling inadequate because of the things that were being said. After I did not, while we were playing the game, and, shortly thereafter, 6:33, I was asked about my eye in regard to my detached retina, and I'm just like, where's this coming from? Why is my eye being a topic of conversation? I just bit my lip. You guys seen that? I'm like saying to myself, why is my eye being the topic of conversation at this particular point? I understand that I may have disrespected the mom within their home at that particular time, being under the influence of methamphetamine, but to bring up my eye, and then the mother started drawing a picture of an eyeball, and I didn't know where that was coming from. And it's just like, and then the mother was like, look, and they called me by my nickname, look, and wanted me to look at the picture of the eyeball, and it was a nice picture, but it's just like, where's this coming from? Are you guys making fun of me or what? And I had no defense. I just sat there and I pretty much took, what was being thrown at me, and it kind of reminded me of a situation that I was in when I lived in Las Vegas. I didn't want to sleep with someone in this house, and it was a house full of individuals, and the person pretty much turned the house against me, and people were talking about me and just, making me feel all type of ways about myself. And instead of me leaving the fucking house, I sat there and I endured every last fucking word that was thrown at me. And I also remember I was nice enough, after I was talked about like a damn dog, to give, I think, 2 of the individuals in the house a fucking ride, and they were even talking about me and putting me down. And that's how I felt in this situation. I felt very inadequate, and I looked up on several of occasions, and I seen, after some jokes were made, people looking at me with giggles and smiles on their faces, and I couldn't help but to think that these remarks are being thrown at me. And anyway, I couldn't leave anywhere because I didn't have my vehicle. I rode with my ex-roommate and their partner, so I was pretty much stuck there until they got ready to leave. Long story short, we got ready to go, and I remember, the mom giving me a hug and everything, and I remember the other family member giving me a hug and stuff, and we left. And I recall getting a phone call from my from my ex-roommate's cousin, whom I guess still have a friendship with, and they chewed me a new ass in regard to my behavior at their aunt's house. So I pretty much, yeah. So anyway, I had no defense against that. I pretty much endured all of their words, that was thrown at me. And anyway, long story short, I tried to reach out to the mom via text message before I decided to call them. And I know that there is a nice window in between. I get that, you guys. I wanted, and I think it's about a month window, but I wanted some time to reflect on my own actions and deal with some things that I had going on with my own self, and allow some time for things to simmer down before I decided to indulge in this whole situation. And it was told to me that this person likes money, but I don't really have it like that. If I had the money, I would give them about $50 or $60. If I didn't say it, I'm going to say it now. I didn't break anything in the house. I just threw some cards down on the table in frustration. But aside from that, nothing was broken in the house by me. But I was still willing to give this person some money. I don't have it. So I was willing to come off of my EBT card. I was even going to sell some stamps in order to give this person some money. But I offered via text message my ex-roommate, I offered them my EBT card so that they can get some groceries or whatever to put in their mom's home. And I was going to at least give them $60 worth of groceries. And I mentioned this to the mom when I left the voice message because they didn't answer the phone. But all in all, my apology isn't being reciprocated, and they don't want anything to do with me. And again, that's fine. If I had the money, I don't know if they would still want anything to do with me or not. I don't know. I just know that I pretty much went out of my way to apologize and offer something that could get me in trouble. Giving someone my EBT card could get me terminated from the program and all of this type of stuff. But I was willing to do that as a form of an apology, but it just wasn't reciprocated, and that there's nothing I can do about that. So I'm feeling a bit low vibrational in regard to the fact that I allowed the devil and or the devil's drug to come between myself and a relationship that but all in all, I'm going to do something to increase my vibrations and go from there. I can't fail. That's just that's just the bottom line. Failure is just not an option. And at this point, I feel like there are energies within this world that are looking for my demise in regards to this drug and this drug addiction that I have with methamphetamine. And I think that people want to see me fail, and I just can't do it. And I'm not saying this towards my ex-roommate or my ex-roommate's mom or anything like that. I've been feeling like there's energies out here that don't want to see me get ahead because once I break through, I'm going to break through. And I know there's some energies out there that don't want that to happen. Anyway, you guys, let me address my Podbean family and go from there. With that being said, y'all have a good one. And my people of addiction, just know that it will be okay. Just dig deep down within your own self and find that strength in order to persevere and come out on top, because we can do it. We don't have to be our addictions or anything like that. We can overcome it, and we can be the voice of addiction, just like I am at this particular moment. Anyway, you guys have a good one, and thanks for listening, and namaste.